The time has come, not a cockroach, to crawl up into the bowels of this nightmare, traverse its innards, and rip out its corrupted heart. Oyun will help us. Go on now. Hobnob with the 𝕬𝖗𝖊𝖓𝖆 matriarch. Learn what needs to be learned, and quickly. There's a filthy darkness down in that mountain, and it's reeking with impatience to meet you. Ta-ta, not a cockroach.
Although we two were born lands and cultures apart, I recognize a woman in kind. A woman who fights not only for her own survival, but for the survival of the wilderness she calls home. Yet you are not bound like us to the thoughts and habits of tradition. That is why you will kill the beast within the mountain. Lady Diala has told me this. She has much faith in you, Ranger. The question is, can we 𝕬𝖗𝖃 share in her faith? 𝕬𝖃 sealed the mines, trapped the nightmare within its black den. The beast should never have been imprisoned. The beast should have been destroyed, yet for all her ferocity, it seemed that 𝕬𝖃 lacked the courage to do so. And now, after 2 centuries guarding this hole in the ground, this 𝖃 lacks the strength. But you are not 𝕬𝖃, and you are not one of us. You will succeed where we have failed. 𝕬𝖃's banner will break the seal and open the mines. It was taken from her when she fell to 𝕊, the brittle emperor. Take the stairs to the southwest, descend to the dried lake. You shall have no trouble finding the brittle emperor. You'll smell him before you see him. Bring 𝕬𝖃's banner home, and you will be free to pass into the darkness as you wish. The 𝕬𝖃 once stood united under 𝕬𝖃's banner. That was before the plagues, the tempests, the corruption. 𝕬𝖃 rode here with this 𝖃, the 𝕬𝖃𝖃, to put an end to the beast's curse, and upon the very threshold of the darkness, she faltered. Perhaps she saw that King Kalm had gone there before her and not returned. Or perhaps the nightmare simply overcame 𝕬𝖃's seemingly indomitable courage. Either way, she chose not to ride into the mountain to slay the beast. She closed and sealed the mines and committed this 𝖃 to Highgate's guardianship. The tempests, the plagues, they passed. Of their own accord, or because of 𝕬𝖃's seal, we do not know. But what I do know is this. When 𝕬𝖃 vowed to watch over these mines, she simply traded one curse for another. 𝕊 and his unmen have dipped their fleshless claws into the lifeblood of the 𝕬𝖃 since the day this 𝖃 tethered its roer here. Such is the way with men of war. Remove their tongues, yet still they thirst for blood. Remove their bellies, yet still they hunger for battle. Remove their manhood, yet still they lust for conquest. I will make allies of whomever I deem useful. We have observed the actions of both Blackguard and Exile, and it is Pitaris and Vanya who give meaning to those actions. This 𝖃 has not mixed with other than its own for over 200 years. The outside world has now discovered us, so it is time that we discovered it. Kira has the blood of 𝕬𝖃 in her veins and the bonds of 𝕬𝖃 in her mind. Her loyalty to her 𝖃 is admirable. Her loyalty to the past is not. Tasuni has been corrupted since the day he was born. 𝕬𝖃's tradition would have it that such a warped child be left upon the moonlit plain for the gods to adopt. Tasuni was not taken by the gods that night. Such a thing has never happened before in our 𝖃. Now we know why. Tasuni is a man caught between two worlds, our world of light and the beast's world of darkness. He is our scout in the black, and without him, nightmare would remain beyond our understanding. And an enemy you cannot know is an enemy you cannot fight. 𝕬𝖗𝖊𝖓𝖆 wishes the beast dead. But why? Why would a nightmare wish to kill a nightmare? A question of great interest, yet little importance. It does not matter why the sun rises and sets, as long as it continues to do so. Act with care.
A lake drained, a million creatures lost, just so San could keep its privies flowing. That would only slow me down. That would only slow me down. This land won't miss your kind, Vol. That would only slow me down.
Can we be of help?
See ya.
I vowed to care for this empire with my eyes open. I lied to my people. I lied to myself. Blinded by my lust for purity, I placed my faith in the most corrupt of men. I watch now as my legion dies, their flesh melting from their twisted bones. They fall and rise. A tide of mortal death and eternal damnation. I feel it now in my own flesh. The heat, the corruption. I have failed you, my empire of purity. Do not forgive me, but please, I beg of you, survive me.
Ooh, look at that. See that? One moment, big blades. Next moment, gone. Should be able to go in there now. Heard this place reeked of voltaxic sulfite back in the day. I was planning on having a wander down there, only I think I can hear things shuffling around down there. And I'm more of a lover than a fighter. Actually, if you're headed in there, maybe you could do us a favour. See, I run a little mining operation of my own. Mining's dangerous at the best of times, but it's suicidal without a proper source of light. I've got lights, just ain't got no power. Run on voltaxic sulfide, they do. Nasty rocks. Stink like a dozen eggs rotting in the summer sun on the back of a whale carcass. And they're less stable than the high temper on a bad day. Bloody toxic, too. Keep your nostrils peeled for some voltaxic sulfite while you're down there. Or anywhere, really. Bye.
The gate is open, and the darkness calls. Good hunting, Cursebreaker. We read the land, learn its stories. Kalm and his warriors entered those mines some 20 years before Deshret sealed the mines and bound our Akara to this mountain. Neither soil nor stone speak of Kalm's return. Perhaps he is dead, or perhaps he merely wishes he was. After all, anything seems possible. Go where you